Hi, this is Richard Quack here, coming to you live from Malaysia. Today, I would like to talk about network marketing. And the topic is network marketing presentation for success. If you are involved with network marketing, I believe that this is a very important topic for you. In network marketing, we need to do presentations to grow the business. Is that true? You need to do a lot of presentations to grow your business. Okay, you need to do lots of presentation in order to recruit and grow the business. That's for sure. Okay, now, of course, you need to do the prospecting first. Okay, you need to do the prospecting first. Only from the prospect, we're going to show them the presentation. Okay, before I proceed, let me tell you that this is only my opinion, and take it with a pinch of salt. And if you think that it's good, do make use of it, but you think that it is not useful to you, you can always discard it. No problem with me for whatsoever. Okay, so let's begin our presentation today. Now, what are the various types of presentation? Okay, you can have one-to-one presentation, normally individual, one-to-one. Okay, I'm sure you know what I mean, individually. Okay, number two, small group between 2 to 5 people, maybe in a coffee shop or something like that. Okay, now of course, when there is no pandemic, that's for sure. Okay, number three, in a big group, big group setting, especially in a meeting or in a center or something like that. All right, in a big group whereby it's more than 10 people or even 50 people or whatever it is. All right, now the last one is online. Online is very popular today. All right, now online for all the above three, you can do online. Okay, for all the above three, one-to-one, a small group, or even a bigger group. Okay, so online is very popular today, especially now that we have the pandemic and the lockdown. It is important to be able to do online. Okay, now let's have a look at the various strategies that we can use to do our presentation. Let me share with you according to my opinion. Number one, in terms of time, okay, you should not make the presentation too long. It should not be more than 45 minutes because people cannot sit there and listen to you for more than 45 minutes. People get bored, all right? The attention span does not last. So the time that you spend on doing presentation should not be more than 45 minutes. If less than that, it is even better. Number two, tackle the perception about network marketing first. All right, before you show any presentation, a lot of people have got misconception of wrong perception about network marketing. So you got to tackle that perception about network marketing first to lower their defense, all right? Because or else they become defensive, they refuse to listen to you. So you got to handle the perception about network marketing first. Okay. Number three, find out their why. This is very important. All right, let them talk. You want to find out what they need, what their station of life is like, and so on. So let them talk, ask them questions, very important. Ask them questions, what is your dream, what you're looking for, and so on, okay? How much income will make you happy, and so on. So that sort of thing. Ask them a lot of questions, all right? Now, offline, if you're doing offline, okay, of course, not at the moment, but if you're doing offline, either in a small group or in a home meeting or whatever it is, there should be no distraction. Remember, there's no distraction. You don't have any distraction, all right? Because once there's distraction, people mindset, their mind will wander off, all right? So what it means is that, don't serve drinks, all right, during the presentation, or even food for that matter. Don't serve them food as well. And of course, asking questions, remind them that they can ask questions at the end of the presentation, not during the presentation. I know a lot of people, they put up their hand, during the presentation to ask questions, but you got to tell them initially before you start the presentation that, you answer any questions at the end of the presentation. Now, this is very important. Initially, you are new, you are not good at presentation, do not do it. Get your leader to assist you with the presentation. I'm sure your leader will be glad to assist you, okay? Because when you're new, you are not familiar with the presentation. When you invite people, it's not easy to invite a prospect for the presentation. But when you invite the prospect for the presentation, they attend and you don't do a good job, then it's a waste of time. All right, so all your prospecting gone to waste. So it is important or even crucial for that matter, that you get your leader to help you to do first. Of course, not forever. Get them to help you to do a few presentation. Once you are familiar with it, then you can take over and do it on your own. Okay, now let's have a look at the presentation layout. These are what is important for presentation. Number one, you got to tackle what is network marketing about. All right, you got to open up their mind about network marketing, explain to them what is network marketing and what are the benefits and so on. Okay, number two, the company background. You belong to a company or you are working with a company, then you got to talk about the company background, okay, including the owners, mindset, and so on. All right, so it's important to talk about company background. And then the third thing is to talk about the products. This is important. Talk about product because compensation plan come last. Because why? Product is very, very important. If you don't have a product that is sustainable, then whatever compensation plan that you have is not of no use whatsoever. Okay, so the third thing is you talk about the product, and lastly, of course, you talk about the compensation plan. Now, as far as compensation plan, don't go into detail about the compensation plan. Talk about the basic, that's all, because most people, they won't be able to understand what you're going to share with them. All right, so talk about the basic, that's all. Maybe the first the first level or the second level the most. That's it. Don't go until the final level and so on. No, you will confuse them. All right, once they join in, then later on you can train them more about the compensation plan. But initially, the presentation is just to show them the very basic. All right. So what I love to do normally, I just show them not the real compensation plan. I just show them a 12 by 12 or whatever presentation that is very simplified. That's all. Okay. Because when you talk about what are the rank level and so on, people get confused or they get scared about it. It's so difficult. You got to move up rank, and what are the rank and what are the requirements. So you don't talk about that. All right, talk about simple basic things, how much they can earn and so on. That's all. Okay. Now the other thing is that for the closing is very important. Closing is very important. All right, you can do all the presentation, but if you don't close properly, then it's of no use at all. Okay, you got to tell them, it is easy, it is fun, and you can make money out of it. Okay, so in summary, it is easy to do, it is fun to do, and they can make money out of it. All right, the other thing is that tell them how you can assist them to grow the business. All right, how you can assist them with their support, with the system, and so on. Of course, you got to tell them the truth. If you can assist them or not, you should be telling them the truth. If you can't assist them, you're busy all the time, then don't tell them, oh, I will help you, whatever it is. No. All right, so be honest. The third thing is talk about the desire and pain. A lot of people have their own desire or have their pain. So what you want to do is that touch on their pain point, because this will help with the closing. All right, what are the pain points? They're fed up of the job, or maybe they have the children are going for higher education, they need the money, and so on. So they basically talk about their desire and the pain point. All right, and the fourth thing is ask them, can you see yourself doing this or not? Can you see yourself doing this? All right. Let them realize for themselves. Can you see yourself doing this or not? All right. And then ask them to have, if they have any questions, they can ask you. Okay. And finally, this is very important. A lot of people are getting it wrong because closing is very, very important. All right. A lot of people will ask them, all this traditional closing technique, would you like to join? Okay. What do you think? You want to join to use the product or do the business? Can I have your credit card and so on? Also of those classical salesman type of question. I give you one simple question that you can ask them to close. All right. Now, after you do everything, then ask them, where do we go from here? Simple. Where do we go from here? That's it. Ask them that question and then keep your mouth shut and let them respond to you. Where do we go from here? All right. So, of course, later on they will have objection or whatever. Then that is another topic, handling objection. Okay. So that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something here. Let me summarize for you. Network marketing presentation for success. In network marketing, you need to do lots of presentation in order to recruit and grow your business. Isn't it true? You want to put your presentation to a lot of people, a lot of eyeballs to see a presentation. Plus a presentation, one-to-one, a small group, 2 to 5 people, a big group, okay, in a hotel meeting or in a center meeting and so on. And lastly, online. Today, you can do online as well. All right. But of course, online is important now, especially with the pandemic and the lockdown. Strategies, time is important. Okay, don't bore people to death. All right. 45 minutes is long enough. In fact, shorter than that would be better. You know, I want to tell you something. Sometimes the prospect is already ready to sign the application form. But you know, you overclose. You keep on talking and talking and talking and talking until they change their mind. All right. So basically, keep it short. Tackle the perception of network marketing. This is important. A lot of people have got a wrong idea about network marketing. So before you talk about other things, tackle the perception about network marketing. Find out your why. Okay. Ask them questions and let them talk. Ask them about their dreams. Ask them about, you know, how much income they're looking for. Are they happy with the current situation? And so on. So ask a lot of questions. Offline, if you are doing offline, of course, all right, in a house meeting or something like that, make sure there's no distraction, okay? And make sure no food or drink served during the presentation. And also remind them that if they want to ask questions at the end of the presentation, they can ask the question, okay? Initially, get your leader to assist you, all right? Now, presentation wise, what are the what are the strategies? Talk about what is network marketing, okay? Talk about the company background, talk about the products, and talk about the compensation plan. Of course, the compensation plan, don't go into detail. Talk about the basic, that's all, okay? Closing, say that it is easy, it is fun, and you can make money out of it. And tell them how you can assist them, how you can support them. Talk about the desire and pain again, all right? Pain point is very important for closing. Then ask them, can you see yourself doing this? And finally, as a closing question, where do we go from here? That's very important, okay? So that's all my sharing. I hope that you learned something here. If you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. Okay, I appreciate you to be for you to spend your time with me here. And that's all my sharing for today. Today is already Friday in Malaysia. I wish you an awesome weekend, and I'll see you again for another session of my live video on Monday. So this is Richard Quek from Malaysia, wishing you good night and goodbye.